Hey guys, this is Matt with M01 Airsoft team, and today I'm here bringing you a kit overview of my first SS Panzer Division machine gunner's kit. So before we get the overview started, we gotta make a few disclaimers just because of what the kit is. First off, is I know some of you are probably really offended because, oh my god, he's wearing an SS tunic, he must be a Nazi. Well, no, I'm not, okay? I'm the farthest thing from it, so you don't have to worry about that. The other thing is, obviously, if people assume that, well, they might post some really radical socialist comments, some along the lines that Adolf Hitler, hey, that's pretty good, or, like, not my president. I don't know. I don't really know what that means, but I just don't want to see it on my video because I know it's radical and socialist. I just don't want that. So now we got that out of the way, we can get into the kit. Starting off, we'll do the gun because it's heavy and I wouldn't mind putting it down. Not a little bitch, it's like 11 p.m. and I'm wearing wool in a heated house. It's just relieve the stress a little bit. So, we've got the AGM MG42. These run about $450, making them really the only reasonably priced MG on the market, with all the other ones running $1,500 and up. Now, because of that, there is some downsides to it. First off, his build quality. It's not necessarily the best build. The charging handle doesn't do anything. It'll wobble all over the place. So I've got it kind of locked in the half-cocked back position to keep it in place. Also, your magazine is connected to the trigger, so trigger contacts for the magazine are very fragile and you can snap them, in which case you may have to jerry-rig a pressure pad onto your beloved MG42 and make it not look so pretty. Also, it's obviously not the best metal because the lug here for the bipod, which is sitting off camera right now, the bolt that holds the bipod in place snapped right off, so you'll have to deal with that. However, it does have decent range, decent rate of fire. I've got a few things on here just to make it a little bit more personalized. I've got some burlap tied up with leather strips here, just to give me a little bit of a hand grip since I don't have the bipod. And then I have a Web MG42 sling. Cool thing about this sling is you can use it like a regular sling, or use it like a carry handle. And you can, make gains with your MG42. So, moving on from there, I think we're going to go head to toe. Starting off up top, we have an M35 style helm. It's the earliest model of style helm introduced for the German military in World War II. Now, on here we've got three-color camouflage pattern painted on. We've got a inner tube liner, some burlap, and then we've got decals on it that you really can't see. So moving on from there, we get down to the torso. So starting off, we've got underneath an SS Brown service shirt, a checkered neckerchief because I hopped on that bandwagon pretty quick because I like it. So screw you. And then we have an M36 tunic, and as you can see from the collar insignia, it's for the rank of an Unterscharführer, which is basically the equivalent of a sergeant in the U.S. military. So on top we have a Oak Bee smock. It's kind of one of the not so great reproductions, but the fall side actually looks pretty good, so I tend to use that. Now, for my field gear, we're going to start off with, I guess, the belt. It's a black enlistment's leather belt with an SS buckle. On the right, we have an MG gunner's pouch with a machine gun barrel pad. This was so you could grab the hot barrel without, burning your hand off, because no one wants to do that. Now, on this side, we've got my hard shell holster for my P08 Luger, which houses none other than my P08 Luger by WE. Like the gun, but the mags definitely leak. That seems to be a problem with the cheaper Chinese-made pistols, so watch out for that. Also have leather D-rings down here. I have one here and one in the back. That's to support straps so that the belt doesn't get marred up and twisted and all kinds of, that crap. Now the next part you emos are going to have an orgasm over. It is a Hitler Youth dagger. Now the reason I say the emos are going to have a orgasm over it is real. It's an actual blade. So like if you want to do your thing, it works, and they only run about 25 bucks. Can you believe that? Now, we can buckle this. We'll move around to the rest of the back. We have my bread bag. It is an M31 bread bag with an M31 canteen hooked up. The cup has a 3-pattern camo, same on the helmet. And then for my pack, I have a Czech rucksack. This is post-war. It's very similar to the M31. The main difference being the way that the straps mount to it. The buckles are reversed compared to the Germans, so you actually have to wear it with straps or replace the buckles. Now what you can see on there, I've got some rope, so you emos are probably going to freak out over that too, because the rope is just awesome. But we've also got a plain tree zelt band, which is your tent quarter, and then a rolled up woolish blanket. It's not necessarily an accurate one, but it's a wool blanket. And the Germans made use with a lot of whatever they could get, so it kind of works. Moving on from there, just other odds and ends that are in my belt. We've got my crusher cap, since I'm an NCO. I could wear the crusher, and you keep it tucked here while you're wearing your helmet. Another thing, you might notice how my shovel's tucked in here instead of wearing it on the leg. The reason I do that is it's a little bit easier to crouch. Believe it or not, you actually are still getting your full motion the way it sits. Whereas here, once you get down to a certain height, it's kind of like ramming a shovel up your ass, and it's just not comfortable. So here, that's kind of cool. Also, doesn't matter for airsoft or reenacting, but this is sharpened, so if you really wanted to get to it quick and smack some Ruski across the face, this would probably be the best place to have it. So yeah. Now moving on from there, the really last piece of field gear that I have is my gas mask canister. This is a M38 gas mask canister. It's reproduction. This is also painted in the same 3-color pattern. I know this is a little bit inaccurate, but I do have a gas cape bag here. This is, however, in Luftwaffe blue canvas. I've tried to dirty it up to kind of camouflage it a bit, and it's just kind of worn out. We're going to try to replace this here pretty soon with either green or rubberized. Now, moving on to the last part, we've got my pants and my boots. These are M43 trousers. These are later, M42 M43 trousers. These are the later war style. They're tapered at the ankles. They don't look as pretty, and they don't necessarily fit as nice as the straight-legged M37s or M40s. These are held up by suspenders and the belt. And then for my boots, I have Hessian Antique Jack boots. And then to keep these things on my feet, because if you don't get Jack boots in the perfect size, they will flop around like your grandma's tits or your, I don't know what else. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll flop around like that. So I layer socks in there, German wool socks, and some really thick redhead socks work really well. That's been my overview for this kit. If y'all want to see anything else, like in depth, if you want to see just walking out uniform, just the tunic, what I keep in certain parts of the kit, let me know, and I'll be glad to post some more. It's been Matt with M01 Airsoft Team, and you stay classy, all you fuckers from different parts of the world.